Hey, Ron.
That's right, today's going to be all about the Zaffiri Precision Sig barrel for your P320. And we're going to talk a little bit about that tire and compensator because it definitely made a little bit of a difference. But first, before we go anywhere, make sure you hit that like button if you think this Sig is sexy. If you're coming here for the first time, subscribe to the channel. Definitely turn those bell notification icons on. And of course, browse around any other videos that you might see here. So Zaffiri Precision has been around for a couple of years now. At least I heard of them at least about 2.5, maybe 3 years ago now. Probably been around a little bit longer than that, but they have produced some really nice barrels for Glocks, some really nice slides for Glocks, and they have gotten into the Sig game as well. Now the Sig bug first bit me when I got the 320X carry version, which is where this slide is from, but as you can see, I've got it on that polymer grip module. Did a review on that, I'll leave a link below, and I did just get that Wilson Combat one in, which we'll talk about more in another video. We're gonna go ahead and take a good up close look at this Zaffiri Precision barrel so you can check that thing out. And of course, you'll get to see that tire comp for the Sig P320 as well. Make sure you guys check out Shall Not Comply, bringing that sweet, sexy 2A swag to the channel here. They are the sponsor of today's video, and they've taken on my brand, Reno Man, and a couple of others, so they can ship out all the shirts and patches and everything that I just don't have the time for. So definitely check them out at shallnotcomply.com if you're into that 2A swag. We're gonna go ahead and get into this Sig barrel from Zaffiri Precision right now. All right, we're going to take a good up close look at the Zaffiri Precision barrel right here. This thing is definitely a looker. It's got those good kind of, easy machine works right there. Not crazy, but the logo does look quite nice. And you got that 9mm across the top with some depressions in it right there. Just a slick and clean looking barrel. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the specs, and I'm actually just going to go ahead and take off the comp real quick while we're talking about this. So this is made of 416R stainless steel. Okay, stress relieve, Rockwell hardness coated to 40 to 42 is what they say. 9mm, it is the 3.9-inch length. Obviously it is threaded here, 1/2 by 28, which is very standard for pretty much anything 9mm, so you can comp it, put a suppressor, anything on it like that. Drop-in compatible fit here. So this is going to be for the 320 Compact or X Carry. Will not fit the X Compact because it's a tiny bit shorter. So it does have a kind of redone chamber in it here. It is fully supported, and it's a little bit different of a feed ramp that Zaffiri did design on it. And then of course it is definitely going to be a looker. As you can see right there, that nice machine work just all the way around. Beautifully done. Those nice spiral kind of slabbed, I think they call it a slab flute. Just, I mean, the machine work, it's a little bit dirty. It's just impeccable. It really is. They've done a great job. You can see typical wear going on everywhere you would expect it on the side right there where it's hitting the side of the slide. Across the top right there where it's locking up. And then of course down on the bottom here, pretty much everything you would expect from the lugs, the lockup, and then where that guide rod and spring are fitting as well. So it is faring quite well. It does come with this thread protector, which is actually quite nice. So sometimes you just get those cheesy looking thread protectors. This one's actually really nice looking. Kind of looks like a machined bolt with like a little extra edge on it right there. It's pretty cool looking. It does come with that. You will need to get some of those little rubber washers like this bad boy right here. That way it's going to keep that on if you're not using something like this compensator right here. Again, like I said, it's semi-spec. This barrel is made in the USA. The people over at Zaffiri are down in Florida. I can't remember exactly what part of Florida, but all the good stuff made here in the US. They got a ton of barrels for different SIGs. They've got your DLC coated, titanium nitride, stainless. They've got a bunch of options if that is what you are into. If you're looking at compensating anything, like you can see I have the Tyrant CNC comp on here. Now this thing is pretty cool because you thread this on the end of the barrel and it's kept on there by this O-ring, and then you thread the actual comp part in over that, and that locks it in there. I've had a couple of these now. I've never had them come loose, and as you can see in the video, and we'll take a look at it again, it does do quite a nice job out there. So we'll go ahead and give you guys one last look at that nice machine work that the people at Zaffiri have done here. Really like that logo. Very well done on the logo. They didn't overdo it. And of course that 9mm across the top with that little depression just looks solid. And they did do like an overbuilt chamber here as well. And like I said, kind of re-angled that feed ramp a little bit. Solid work. I believe it is 1 in 10. I want to say it's 1 in 10 left-hand twist. That's exactly what it is. So let's go ahead, take some look at that range footage, and we'll talk about that price point. Coming in at $179. That's pretty spectacular for a Sig barrel that's threaded. As you can see, that is a very nice barrel. All the machine work is done very well, and that Tyrant comp just goes on and off very easily. So I've had this thing for about a month and a half now, I want to say, and I've got a couple hundred rounds through it. I haven't been able to go crazy with anything out there just because of all the cost of the ammo and everything else these days. But I have enough rounds through it to where I feel comfortable that it is a solid barrel. Plus, Zaffiri Precision has a really good reputation. And the cool thing about the Sig as far as the fire control module goes, if you don't know, it's the actual piece of metal that slides into the grip module. You can buy polymer 80 frames, Wilson Combat frames. You can buy full build-it-yourself kits. And of course, now that Sig has come out with that custom fire control unit, you can literally build from the ground up whatever pistol you want. You can go with a P80 grip, you can go with a Wilson grip, you can go with a factory grip, you can go with whatever slide barrel, whether it's from the Sig custom shop or say like the Live Free Army one that I did a review on not too long ago. You can literally build these things any way you want it. And it's really cool because they've finally gotten into, I guess, the aftermarket following that's probably going to be, I would assume, maybe as big as Glock someday. So basically, whether you're a builder or just a buyer because you're going to compensate or do something else, maybe try a suppressor out there, Zaffiri Precision is a definite solid barrel to look into. I hope you guys appreciated the video and liked seeing this Sig barrel from Zaffiri Precision. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, turn those bell notification icons on. Of course, big thumbs up for the video and the people over at Zaffiri Precision. Did buy this one with my own money, but I'm not afraid to do that as well. Solid setup, solid barrel. Make sure you check out shallnotcomply.com for that sweet two-way swag in case you lost some of your Second Amendment rights in a boating accident. You guys get out there, have some fun on the range, at least do some dry fire practice at home. Remember, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I will see you guys on the next one.